Oh, this one is absolutely heart-wrenching and explosive, fam. When you think celebrity drama has hit peak chaos, think again, because T.I. was caught on camera in tears after his son, King Harris, jumped into jail, reportedly begging for freedom. Yeah, you heard that right, the heir to hip-hop royalty, facing the cold, hard reality of incarceration. While T.I., the king of the South, could do nothing but watch in anguish. Picture it, cameras flashing, social media erupting, and T.I.'s emotional breakdown going viral faster than a rap beef on Instagram. Fans everywhere gasped as the mogul, usually so composed and commanding, crumbled in the rawest, most human way imaginable. The tears, the desperation, the heartbreak, this isn't just a headline. It's a full-blown emotional hurricane. And of course, the internet had opinions, some empathizing, some roasting, some creating memes that will haunt the Hiltons, Kardashians, and every reality star forever. This story isn't just about jail, it's about fame, family, mistakes, and the crushing weight of public scrutiny. Trust me, fam, what happens next in this saga is so shocking, so emotional, and so explosive that nobody, not even T.I., was ready for the fallout. Let's set the scene. Because this isn't just another celebrity scandal, this is raw emotion on a global stage. T.I., the king of the South, a mogul, rapper, and father, found himself facing a nightmare no amount of fame or fortune could shield him from: his son, King Harris, jumping into jail, pleading for freedom, and leaving the entire world watching in shock. It all started with King's latest legal trouble, a culmination of previous missteps, risky choices, and social media antics that had fans and critics alike predicting trouble. The courtroom had been tense, but nothing prepared the public for what happened next. As King was processed into jail, cameras caught T.I.'s emotional breakdown, tears streaming down his face, his composure shattered. This wasn't staged. This wasn't for publicity. This was raw, unfiltered heartbreak, amplified by every flashing camera and every trending post online. Fans immediately reacted. Social media exploded with a mixture of empathy, outrage, and endless speculation. Clips of T.I. begging, pleading, and attempting to navigate the nightmare of seeing his son behind bars went viral. Memes began circulating within hours, some highlighting the tragedy, others adding the signature internet sarcasm, because when it comes to viral culture, no moment goes untouched. One viral clip even overlaid dramatic music, turning T.I.'s tears into a cinematic, almost surreal sequence that made viewers feel like they were watching a Hollywood drama unfold live. But the heartbreak wasn't the only layer. Insider sources revealed that T.I. had attempted every possible measure to prevent this outcome. Private talks with King, counseling, family interventions, all efforts seemingly ignored in the moment that ultimately led to incarceration. Watching a parent fail to protect their child from consequences is a universal emotional trigger. And now the world was witnessing it in real time, magnified by fame and media attention. Meanwhile, King Harris' public persona was being dissected endlessly. The confident, social media savvy young man was now cast in a completely different light, vulnerable, desperate, and facing the repercussions of his actions. Even loyal fans were conflicted, empathizing with his fear while acknowledging the reality of the law. This juxtaposition, a young man facing jail, a father in tears, and the internet buzzing around them, created a perfect storm of viral content. Then came the celebrity commentary. Figures like 50 Cent, Boosie Badazz, and Charlamagne Tha God weighed in. Diddy, with his signature shade, posted subtle jabs at T.I., questioning his parenting and public image. Boosie expressed empathy, highlighting the pressures of fame on young celebrities. Charlamagne dissected the situation on The Breakfast Club, discussing the emotional toll of growing up in a spotlight that leaves no room for mistakes. Every post, every video, every hot take amplified the drama, turning a deeply personal family moment into a public spectacle. The emotional gravity was undeniable. T.I., standing in front of cameras, trying to maintain composure while watching his son navigate incarceration, created an image that will linger in pop culture memory for years. Every tear was a testament to love, heartbreak, and the raw consequences of celebrity life. Fans commented, debated, and shared. The farewell was no longer private. It was a global event. This moment also exposed the harsh realities of growing up in fame. King Harris, despite privilege, resources, and influence, face the same consequences any young adult would, amplified 1,000 times by the public eye. Every social media flex, every viral post from his past, every boastful comment, all recontextualized under the lens of jail, fear, and desperation. It was a cultural lesson about accountability, consequence, and the double-edged sword of living life publicly taught by the end of this chapter. It was clear, T.I.'s tears, King Harris' incarceration, and the viral response created a perfect storm of emotion, drama, and cultural commentary. The public witnessed more than a scandal, they witnessed a human story of love, failure, and consequence unfolding in real time. Now the drama escalates. Fan, because once T.I.'s tears and King Harris' desperate plea for freedom hit the internet, the social media frenzy exploded like a wildfire. Every clip, every frame, every emotional breakdown was dissected, memmed, and debated across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. This wasn't just a family tragedy anymore. It became a full-blown cultural spectacle. Fans immediately reacted with a mix of heartbreak and chaos. Some empathized deeply. Imagine watching your child beg for freedom, and all you can do is stand there helplessly. Others went full savage, roasting the public meltdown, creating memes that paired T.I.'s tears with classic movie or music moments for maximum dramatic effect. One trending clip even overlaid T.I.'s sobbing with cinematic music, making it look like a tragic movie trailer, and the internet ate it up. Then of course came the celebrity commentary. 50 Cent, ever the opportunist, couldn't resist, dropping subtle jabs at T.I.'s parenting on Instagram and Twitter. Guess all the lessons about life didn't include jail, one post read, instantly sparking debate. Boosie Badis weighed in with raw empathy, reminding fans that fame doesn't prepare anyone for real-life consequences. Charlemagne the God dissected every nuance of T.I.'s emotional breakdown, analyzing body language and public perception on The Breakfast Club. Each commentary layer fueled the fire, turning a personal family moment into a viral feud of opinions, memes, and heated debates. Meanwhile, King Harris' public image underwent a dramatic transformation. The once confident, social media-savvy young man became a cautionary tale in real time. Every past Instagram flex, every viral video boasting independence or swagger, was now seen through the lens of reality, jail, consequences, and a father publicly grieving. Fans who idolized him began to sympathize, criticize, or simply debate his choices endlessly. The meme culture exploded too, creating darkly humorous, but brutally accurate takes like, Prince of Rap royalty meets reality and reality wins. The media frenzy didn't stop at social media. Traditional outlets jumped on the story, replaying clips of T.I.'s tears, analyzing King's plea for freedom, and creating a 24/7 news cycle around the event. Late-night hosts used it for dramatic segments, while YouTube reaction channels dissected every second of footage with sarcastic humor, emotional commentary, and pop culture references. The story became more than news. It became content, conversation, and obsession. Behind the scenes, T.I. and Tiny reportedly struggled to cope with the overwhelming attention. Tiny reportedly supported both T.I. and King, trying to shield the family while understanding that the goodbye and emotional breakdown had now become global property. Friends close to the family described T.I. as caught between heartbreak, frustration, and helplessness, a father facing his child's choices in the most public way possible. And while the internet laughed, cried, and debated, there was a stark human truth. Fame amplifies consequences. King Harris' mistakes were magnified by celebrity status. T.I.'s emotions were magnified by cameras, and every social media reaction amplified the fallout. This wasn't just a private family struggle, it was a lesson in accountability, exposure, and vulnerability in the digital age. The viral moment also sparked discussions about parenting in the spotlight. Could T.I. have done more? Did fame distort King's perception of reality? Fans, influencers, and celebrities dissected these questions endlessly, creating a cultural conversation that went far beyond the courtroom or jailhouse. Reaction videos multiplied, memes evolved, and the saga dominated feeds for weeks. By the end of this chapter, one thing was crystal clear: the emotional goodbye, King Harris' plea, and T.I.'s tears had created a perfect storm of virality and cultural commentary. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a reflection of fame, consequence, and the inescapable reality of living life under the Spotlight dot, and now we arrive at the aftermath, the part where the emotional chaos of King Harris, jail plea, and T.I.'s tearful breakdown collided with the relentless force of public scrutiny, celebrity commentary, and viral internet culture. This is where the story transcends a personal family moment and becomes a full-blown cultural phenomenon. T.I., the man who has spent decades building his empire, now faced an entirely different challenge. Being publicly exposed as a father in utter anguish. Sources close to the family reveal that after witnessing King Harris' desperation, T.I. retreated into quiet reflection, leaning on Tiny for support while managing the overwhelming attention from fans, media, and other celebrities. His image, a combination of mogul, rapper, and mentor, was now intertwined with vulnerability, heartbreak, and raw emotion. Meanwhile, King Harris found himself at the center of multiple narratives. A 5-year jail sentence at such a young age isn't just punishment, it's life-altering. Clips of his previous social media bravado, interviews, and public flexes were now recirculated, highlighting the stark contrast between his public persona and the reality of facing incarceration. One viral meme summed it up perfectly. Prince of rap royalty meets reality, and reality wins. The celebrity world naturally couldn't resist weighing in. 50 Cent continued to throw subtle shade, questioning T.I.'s parenting choices with his signature mix of humor and aggression. Boosie Badass offered empathy, reminding fans that fame doesn't prepare anyone for real-life consequences. Charlamagne Tha God analyzed the situation on The Breakfast Club, dissecting T.I.'s body language and public perception, turning an emotional family moment into a full cultural dialogue. Each reaction amplified the stakes, making the farewell and its fallout a global talking point. The public reaction mirrored this complexity. Social media erupted with debates, memes, reaction videos, and threads analyzing every gesture, word, and tear. Fans discussed accountability, privilege, and the pressures of growing up in a hyper-visible environment. Some sympathized with King, acknowledging the intense scrutiny he faced. Others criticized his choices, emphasizing that fame does not excuse mistakes. The goodbye, once intimate and private, had become a viral lesson in consequence and human vulnerability. Behind the scenes, T.I. and Tiny reportedly worked tirelessly to maintain family stability. Tiny supported both her husband and son, balancing care, emotional guidance, and the relentless intrusion of media attention. T.I., despite heartbreak, had to remain a figure of strength and authority, even as his public image was reshaped by this emotional ordeal. Sources say the experience has left both parents reflecting deeply on fame, parenting, and the heavy toll of raising children in the spotlight. But beyond personal heartbreak, this saga highlights a universal truth. Fame amplifies reality, but it cannot shield anyone from it. King Harris' mistakes, T.I.'s anguish, and the viral fallout demonstrate that wealth, influence, and public admiration are no match for accountability. Social media may spread memes, jokes, and commentary, but the human consequences remain real and inescapable. The cultural impact is undeniable. Reaction videos continue to circulate, late-night hosts dissect every angle, and social media commentary ensures that the story remains relevant weeks, even months later. T.I.'s legacy, though intact musically and financially, now carries the added layer of vulnerability and public emotional exposure. King Harris' journey serves as a cautionary tale for youth navigating the pressures of fame, wealth, and public scrutiny. Ultimately, the King Harris farewell and T.I.'s tears are more than just a viral moment. They're a study in the collision of celebrity, family, and consequence. The story resonates because it's human, it's raw, and it's unavoidable. Fame can elevate, but it can also expose. Wealth can empower, but it cannot erase mistakes. And public scrutiny? It magnifies everything. As the saga continues, one thing is certain: T.I.'s heartbreak, King Harris' incarceration, and the global reaction have created a lasting cultural imprint. The goodbye may have ended, but its echoes will influence conversations, memes, commentary, and social discourse for years to come. Because in the world of celebrity, even kings cry. And even princes face consequences that money, fame, and influence cannot fix. And there you have it. Damn, T.I. in tears, King Harris behind bars, and the world watching every single second of this emotional hurricane. This isn't just celebrity drama, it's a full-blown cultural phenomenon, blending heartbreak, viral chaos, and life lessons in one unforgettable story. So here's the deal. Smash that like button like it owes you your entire snack stash. Subscribe like your notifications depend on it. And hit that bell harder than T.I.'s heart broke watching his son beg for freedom. We want your thoughts in the comments. Who's really responsible here, T.I., King Harris, or the pressures of growing up in the spotlight? Drop your opinions, your hot takes, your memes. Let's make this comment section the battlefield of the internet. Remember fam, we don't just cover the stories, we live them, break them down, and serve them with sarcasm, humor, and outrage that you won't find anywhere else. Every week, scandals, shocking feuds, and explosive celebrity moments drop. And you know we'll be here dissecting them all with the drama dialed to max. Stay tuned because this saga isn't over. Legal battles, social media reactions, and family fallout will continue. And we'll be here covering every tear, every meme, and every shocking development.